Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2017 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum in this gunmetal gray color. This four-wheel drive, four-door, seven-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 3.5-liter six-cylinder engine mounted to an automatic transmission. As an added bonus, this vehicle has only had one previous owner and has no accidents reported. Starting on the exterior with some of the notable features, you got a really sleek and stylish front end here, thanks in part to this great looking chrome accent just below the grille here. Of course, you've got that nice Nissan badging in the center there. You'll also find the LED daytime running lights on the outside here, as well as the great looking projector beam headlights. And just below there, you've also got the fog lamps for some additional style and utility. You also find that nice chrome piece there just below the main bumper. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the massive 20-inch alloy rims that the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the low-profile Toyo tires with lots of tread left. As we continue down the vehicle, you've got the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror, and you've also got these great chrome accents on the door handles as well as on the bottom of the doors. And up top, you've also got the chrome roof rails, which is a really nice feature to add some storage at some point in the future if you choose to do so. And back here, you've also got the tinted windows for some additional privacy for your rear passengers or rear cargo. And that tint continues in back as well. If we take a look up top there, you've got that nice roof mounted antenna as well as the color matched roof spoiler with the integrated brake light. And back here you'll also find the rear windshield wiper as well as some great styling. Thanks to the nice chrome accents, you've got one above the license plate here and one just below on the bumper. You'll also notice that this vehicle does come pre-installed with a hitch, so this vehicle comes ready to tow. And you've also got that nice four-wheel drive Platinum badging there as well. This is a great looking vehicle and it is absolutely loaded with premium features from bumper to bumper. So let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of them. Before we even hop inside, we'll take a quick look at the key fob here. You've got lots of premium options, including the remote start, which is a really nice feature to have on cold winter days like today. You've also got your standard remote keyless entry with the lock and unlock buttons here, and you've also got the power liftgate button, which is a handy feature so you can pop that liftgate without having to hop in the vehicle. This vehicle also comes equipped with a proximity smart key system, so simply walk up and hit the button, and as long as the key is on your person, that will unlock the vehicle. Inside, you're greeted with this gorgeous black leather seating with the really nice design. Of course, you've also got the perforation in the center of the seat for the heating and cooling features, and you'll also find that nice white accent stitching along the side of the bolsters and along the headrest there as well. Just below the driver's seat, of course, you do have the power adjustable seat controls, including the power adjustable lumbar support. And if you take a look at the door sill there, you've got that nice Pathfinder badging, and you'll also find that on the all-weather mats that you'll find all throughout the interior. So let's go ahead and hop inside this luxurious interior and take a look at all of the interior features. The features inside this Pathfinder start with the push button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle, and when you do, you'll see that steering wheel move down and the seat will move forward. And of course, when you turn the vehicle off, they'll both move back, making it nice and easy to get in and out of this vehicle. If you take a look over at the driver's side door panel here, you'll find a really nice design, including the nice leather wrapped armrest here with the accent stitching along the side. And of course, you'll also find the controls for your power windows, locks, and mirrors. And as an added bonus, the two front windows are both automatic. Underneath there, you do have a little bit of extra storage in the door panel, as well as an extra cup holder. And of course, you got the speaker integrated in there as well. And if we take a look up top, you'll find this lovely wood grained finish to this panel here, and you'll find that throughout the interior. And you've also got the memory settings for your driver's seat, so you can easily switch between seat settings when you're switching drivers. Just to the right there, you've got that climate vent with the nice chrome trim surrounding it. And underneath here, you've got lots and lots of options, including the buttons to toggle your traction control, your heated steering wheel, power liftgate, power door, and on the bottom there, you've got the buttons to toggle your blind spot monitoring, tow mode, and your AC outlets. If you take a look at the steering column here, you'll find the power adjustments for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so you can get that in the perfect position. And if we take a look just above the gauge cluster there, you do have the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster on the left-hand side and the trip settings on the right-hand side, so you can track those kilometers. If you take a look at this great looking leather wrapped steering wheel here on the left-hand side, you've got the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster up here, as well as your infotainment system. And just below that, you've also got the volume for your audio system as well as your audio source button. Below that, you've also got the voice recognition button, as well as the Bluetooth hands-free calling button. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that screen, but on our way there, we'll take a quick glance at the turn signal stock, and you'll notice that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a very nice set it and forget it feature. And of course, you've also got the switch for the fog lights that I showed you on the exterior as well. If you take a look up in that screen there, at the very top there, you do have the exterior temperature, as well as the drive mode. It'll quickly tell you whether or not you've got it in two-wheel, four-wheel drive, or automatic. You can let the vehicle select that for you. And you've also got the gear there. And at the bottom, you've got the odometer, and you can see that this vehicle currently has 107,550 kilometers on it. And you've also got the indicators for your safety features, including your emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and you've also got the fuel range there. In this first screen, you've got a nice little Pathfinder, and you can actually set the color of that Pathfinder in the menu. And if you cycle through, you've got the tire pressure, so you can check your tire pressure. You've also got the all-wheel drive control, so you can quickly check where the power is being sent. Next, you've got the audio system, so you can check what's playing and adjust it without ever having to take your hands off the wheel or even glance at your infotainment system while you're driving. Next, you've got the compass, and again, you've got that nice little Pathfinder in the center there, and you can adjust the color for that as well. It's a nice little premium touch. Lastly, we do have the warnings page for any relevant vehicle messages or warnings will display on this page here. And finally, you have the settings, including your driver assist settings. You've got your blind spot monitoring, as well as your parking aids, your sensors, display, volume, and you can even adjust the range, which is a really nice premium feature. And you've also got the emergency braking there as well. You've also got some additional vehicle settings, main menu settings, the body color that I mentioned earlier. You got the maintenance settings, alarms, language, units, welcome effect, and of course, if you want to reset that, you can do so with the factory reset at the end there. If you take a look back at the steering wheel on the right-hand side, you do have the cruise controls, including the radar-adjusted follow distance here. If you cycle through the follow distances, you'll actually see it adjust on the screen up top there. You can see that little bar going up and down, depending on where you have the follow distance set. If you take a look in the center of the dash here, you've got that embedded infotainment system. You've got a really nice silver piece just above it there, and of course you got climate vents on either side. And this is a touchscreen infotainment system, though you can also operate it with the buttons just below here. This infotainment system is absolutely loaded with features. You've got the apps page here, including your apps garage, quick guide, clock, compass. You've even got email and calendar, which is really, really cool. You've also got driving performance, as well as maintenance notes. And if you click into driving performance there, you'll see lots and lots of cool features. You can check your fuel flow, your gauge, range. You've got the angle that the vehicle is at, steering, G-force monitor, and so much more. Take a look back at the buttons here. You've also got this camera button that'll bring up your rear view camera. Of course, you'll also get that function if you put the vehicle in reverse. And you'll notice on the right hand side there that you do have the really handy bird's eye view camera, so you can check all 360 degrees around the vehicle. And you've also got that front view camera if you're wanting to ensure that you don't pull into anything when you're parking facing forward. You can also bring up the climate controls for your vehicle if you wanted to adjust them in the screen rather than with the tactile buttons at the bottom there. And you'll notice that this is a tri-zone climate control vehicle, so you can set the temperature independently for the two front passengers as well as the rear passengers. And if you hit the audio button here, you'll bring up your audio system. Currently we don't have anything playing, but at the top there you can see we've got the standard AM FM radio, and this vehicle also comes equipped with XM radio as well as a CD player, an iPod dock, and of course you've also got Bluetooth, so you can play your own music regardless of the type of device that you have. Of course, you can also bring up your map and navigation with those buttons there. And on the right hand side here, you've got the status button. This will bring up your pretty standard configuration with the audio on top and the climate controls just below. You've also got info here. You can check your fuel economy as well as your Eco Drive report, traffic information, map information, and your Nissan Connect services. Finally, you've also got the settings down here, and you've got tons and tons of settings to go through. Basically everything that you could think of is in that menu. And of course you've also got the screen settings there so you can adjust the brightness. And you've also got the voice button there so you can dictate commands to your infotainment system. On the right hand side here you do have the passenger airbag warning, and on the left hand side you've also got the hazard lights. And you'll also notice that nice wood grain finish that we found on the driver's side door panel, and that continues all the way down the center stack here. Just below, of course, you do have your tactile audio controls as well as that CD input. And below that, we've got the tactile climate controls, and like I mentioned, it is a tri-zone climate control vehicle. Of course, it does come with air conditioning for those hot summer days, and you've also got heated mirrors for those cold winter days. And it is an automatic system, so if you press the auto button there, the vehicle will adjust the fan speed and the heat to ensure that you get to that desired temperature. Just below there, we do have a couple of 12-volt outlets to help keep things charged up, and you've also got a nice little rubbery texture to this mat here, which will help keep anything that you put in that little storage pocket stationary while you're driving. As we continue down, we have the 3-stage heated and cooled seats that are adjusted with the dial here, and you've got that for the driver and the passenger. Of course, you do have the shifter on the left-hand side here, and just below we've also got the drive mode selector, so you can put it in auto like I currently have it, or you've also got 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive, and you'll also find the downhill assist here as well. Of course, you've also got a couple of cup holders here with that nice chrome trim that surrounds it, and you've got a nice rubbery texture to the bottom of that as well. Next, we've got this nice padded leather armrest here, and of course inside you do have your center console. This is the top section here for some smaller items. You got a nice carpeted bottom. And if you open up the main section here, you've got lots of storage space inside, and you'll also find the wireless headsets for the rear entertainment system. This is a really, really cool feature, and that also comes with a remote as well. You've also got the audio and video input there, and you've also got an SD card slot as well as a couple of USB outlets and a 12-volt outlet there as well. I'll show you a little bit more about that entertainment system in just a little bit here. If you take a look in the passenger side footwell there, you do have the same grade all-weather mats. And just above, of course, you've got this really deep glove box here with that nice tray to help segment your cargo inside. There is lots and lots of space in there. If we take a look over at the passenger side door panel, you'll find the same great design, as well as, of course, the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. And if we take a look up top here, you've got the auto dimming rear mirror, which is a really nice feature to have, so you can keep that mirror nice and dim even if there are bright lights in it at nighttime. And of course, you've also got the programmable garage door buttons, so you can easily access your garage without having to dig out your key fob. And up top here, you do have the interior lighting controls as well as the SOS button if you ever find yourself in trouble. You've also got a handy little sunglasses holder here. And lastly, we do have the controls for your sunroofs. You've got one just above the front passengers here, and back there you've got the massive panoramic roof that extends all the way back. It's a really, really nice feature to have, so you can let in lots of light and lots of airflow in the summer. Of course, that does have that nice power shade as well, so you can pull that over no problem. Let's go ahead and take a look at the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you have more of that same incredible black leather seating in both the second and the third row. You've also got tons of legroom for your rear passengers, especially in the second row here. Even if those front seats are pushed all the way back, you've still got lots and lots of legroom, and you've got that nice all-weather mat that extends all the way across. Back here, you'll also find a couple of climate vents, as well as, of course, the rear climate controls that I mentioned earlier. And just below that, we've got the 2-stage heated seats for both rear passengers, which is really, really nice. And you've also got the controls for your rear entertainment system. You got the volume knobs there, as well as the headphone inputs, and you've also got a USB outlet as well as an HDMI input. You've also got an AC outlet up here as well. Those rear entertainment systems are found in the back of both the driver and the passenger side headrest. That is a really, really nice luxury feature. And just below there, you do have extra little storage pockets in both the driver and the passenger side seat. And of course, you've also got this nice fold-out armrest here for your rear passengers. It's a nice padded leather armrest with a couple of extra cup holders and a little storage pocket in front here. You've also got really easy access to your third row of seating. Simply grab up top here, and that'll fold the seat forward, and you can move it forward to access your third row. It's currently folded down, but it's nice and easy to fold it up. Back here, you'll also find that great black leather seating, as well as lots of legroom, even in your third row. And you've also got that nice all-weather mat back here as well. For the rear passengers, you've also got a climate vent on either side, and of course you've also got some extra cup holders in the side here as well. You can also fold these seats down in a 60-40 split if you have some additional cargo to store, and folding the seat back is nice and easy, and that pops down. And of course you can also slide it forward and back to give your third row passengers a little bit more legroom as well. If you want to fold the seat down, of course you've got this lever here, and if you take a quick look at the rear door panel here, you've got this same great design as we found in the front, as well as a couple of extra cup holders in the bottom and a cup holder up top. There is tons and tons of drink storage in this vehicle. Of course, you've also got the switch for the rear windows as well. Popping open the liftgate is nice and easy. It is a power liftgate. Simply hit the button and it'll pop right open for you. And in back, you've got lots of cargo storage, even if the third row is folded up. It's a nice carpeted cargo area, and of course you can fold it down nice and easily here. Grab the tab on either side to put the headrest down, and then you've got the latch up top to fold the seats down. And with the seats folded down, you've got tons and tons of interior storage here. You also find a nice 12-volt outlet on the left-hand side here. And underneath, you do have that fantastic sounding Bose acoustic wave system. And you've also got an extra little storage compartment underneath here. Closing up the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button up top here, and that'll close right down for you. That concludes this video walk around, but this vehicle is